Alright guys, welcome to today's video tutorial. Today I'm going to be walking you through how to install this Flutter script directly from an amazing website called Canyon.net. So to get started, you want to first of all go to your browser and type in code Canyon.net just the way it is here. You're going to see an interface like this one. Um, you can get to sign in or um, just scan through the site, search a couple of other scripts that are available. So for today, this video, I'm going to be showing you the Salon and Spa massage appointment Flutter application. This project also has an in panel. It's called GoFresha. So you just want to go ahead and view the item details and all the related content about it. And then once that is completed, you can go ahead to come to this button. It's called Add to Cart. You click on it. Now, once you add this item to cart, you're going to see the license type, the quantity, the amount, pay quantity, and then you can now select go to checkout. I mean, I'm going to go to checkout on this video because we've already purchased the script. However, it's a straightforward process. You can just go ahead and click on go to checkout, follow the steps that are there, add the credentials that are required, and then you can go ahead and purchase the script. Now, once the script is purchased successfully, you want to go ahead and unzip it and store it in a folder that you can remember because we're going to be opening it in a bit. Now, once that is done, there are tools or requirements in order to get started with Flutter working on your local machine. And those tools is what I'm going to show you next. So for our first tool, we have Flutter. We need the Flutter SDK in order to be able to run Flutter. So the way you're going to get here is to go to the Flutter's official documentation. That is docs.flutter.dev/install. And yeah, just ready to build beautiful multi-platform applications from a single code base. Flutter is multi-platform and we don't need to go deep into that. So I'm just going to go to a quick restart here because um, we want to install Flutter. So setup and test drive Flutter. There are a couple of things that you need to check here. So first of all, you confirm your development platform. If you're using Mac OS, Linux, or Windows, for this video I'm using Windows. So I'm just going to proceed with clicking on Windows here. And then the second thing here is download prerequisites. So for now we're just gonna skip this. We sort of like need to skip this part of the um, part of the step for now. Yeah. So the next thing we need to do now is to install instead of Flutter. Now we have from the documentation there are two ways to do this. It's either you use VS Code or Marketplace package and follow through with VS Code, or you download it manually. I usually prefer downloading it manually. So we're just gonna follow the manual process installation guide. So you just go ahead and click on this in order to follow the install Flutter manually process. So there's a pro tip here. It says if you've never set up your or developed an app with Flutter before, follow the get started with Flutter instead. So you just want to go ahead and get started with Flutter. This video is not for getting started. It's for just walking you through what you need to get. So back to development platform, we're just gonna go ahead and proceed with choosing our Windows, which is our recommended, and then download prerequisites. Yeah, we are going to skip this uh, again because we don't have a Visual Studio yet, and we want to focus on installing our Flutter SDK first. Alright, so the next is what we need: install and set up Flutter. To install the Flutter SDK, download the latest bundle from the SDK archive, then extract the SDK to where you want it to be stored. Alright, so this is what we want to install. So I'm just gonna go ahead and click on it. Now my installation is going to begin. So once that is done, you want to go ahead and create a new folder where you are going to be storing the Flutter SDK. So it comes in zipped. You like need to unzip it and store it somewhere on your device. So here it says create or find a folder to store the extracted SDK in. Consider creating and using a directory at user profile for like develop. So you can call it develop, you can call it any name that you want, but you have to note that you need to select a location that doesn't have special characters or spaces in its path and doesn't require elevated privileges. That should be clear. So just make it as simple and straightforward as this. No spaces, no special characters, no extra things, just the names. So the next thing you want to do is to extract the SDK. Now, what you want to do is to copy this command. There's a command that we have, which is this command here. And you notice two things, which is SDK zip path and then destination directory path. Now, you need to replace this SDK zip path with path to the bundle you just downloaded. So you find your bundle inside your folder, get the path of that, then replace it here. So same thing happens to destination directory path. Now I'm going to show you a typical example of it. This is a typical example of it. So your Flutter SDK path is here, where you're zipped. This is your zipped Flutter SDK path, right? And then you sort of like want to go ahead and put in your destination path. This is your user profile develop folder path, right? So it's extracting it into this directory path. Now once that is completed, you want to go ahead and add Flutter to your path variable, and this is a straightforward process. Press this to open your system, and then about, and then advanced system settings. So you go to your environment variables. Now what you need to notice that you need to add Flutter to your SDK path. Now if the path entry exists already, all you need to do is to edit the environment variable, right? Just double click on an empty row and then put in your bin. This is your bin from your Flutter SDK directory path, right? So you just need to copy the bin folder path value and then paste it there. Was it done? Sorry about that. So once you're done, you just go ahead and click on OK. And if it doesn't exist, you want to go ahead and create new path variable. So in the variable name box, you type path, and in the variable value, you pass in the bin directory for your Flutter installation. Just the same way. Now to log this in, you need to click on OK 3 times. That's gonna apply your changes basically. If you need to validate your setup, you can go to your terminal, and then you want to go ahead and type these two commands, flutter version and dart version. This is going to bring back uh, the version numbers of these individual um, values. So once that is completed, your journey in installing Flutter has been completed. You want to go ahead and get the next tool, which is our IDE, Integrated Development Environment. And for our IDE, I'm going to be using Visual Studio Code. So let me walk you through how to use how to get to Visual Studio Code. All right, so back here we had our download prerequisites, right? So what we want to go ahead to do is to use our download prerequisites link in order to get um, our Visual Studio Code. So here it is. Option 2 says download and install Visual Studio Code. So what we're going to do here is to follow this link to Visual Studio Code, the official documentation website. So here you have study on Visual Studio Code. You can go ahead and read a bunch of all these details, and it's useful. But for this video, I'm just gonna go ahead and click on download straight up, and this is just automatically gonna start downloading my Oh, sorry about that. It's not automatically gonna start. But yeah, I like the idea of um, Visual Studio Code always automatically doing things. So you just go ahead and select an option here based on your development platform. For me, it's gonna be Windows, right? So I'm just gonna select Windows, and yeah, this is the part where it automatically shows you that something is gonna be downloaded. You just need to go ahead and select your installation path. Yeah, you just go ahead and show your installation path here, then go ahead and click on save. So once that is done, your download begins, and once it's completed, you now have Visual Studio Code. You don't need to do much any setup basically. All you need to do is to open your Visual Studio Code in your machine, and then run the Flutter script you just purchased. Alright, so here's what we have here. This is our popsplay.yml. We have all our dependencies. This is all the dependencies that are being used in the app at the time. Yeah, you have your Flutter icons here. It's just the entire setup of the code base. Alright, so you have your lib folder. You can go ahead and just run this Flutter project. You just go ahead and connect your physical device to it. Just go ahead and connect your physical device to it. Or if you have your emulator set up, you can just go ahead and use your emulator. I'm just gonna use this, and then yeah, we're good to go. So the command for running is flutter run. So once that is done, your application is gonna be displayed on your physical device. So that is how to run and install a Flutter script directly from CodeCanyon.net. Thank you very much, guys, and see you in the next video.